Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Finally, Friday. The rain has stopped, so, we're going to have a really chilly weekend, but at least it's going to be dry, so that's a good way to start. Want to thank everybody for joining me for nighttime tea. I got this new mug, best dog dad ever. Diana saw this while we were at TJ Maxx, and she's like, "Get it. That's a Christmas present. You got to get it." I was like, "Oh, I already saw it. I was gonna grab it for myself anyway." So I got Cosmo sitting here in the floor. He is pooped from doggy daycare. So doing the best we can over here. I have a cinnamon chamomile tea over here. Kind of had like this throat issue last week or so trying to get over that in time for my wife's birthday celebration tomorrow evening, so let's hope that works. That's right, Steve. I am always drinking tea. It's good for you. It's either this, water, or whiskey. Like, that's it. Those are the three right there. Actually, I lie. There's four. Red Bull. I've got to have my Red Bull. So it's my Red Bull, tea, whiskey, and water, and that's it. Wanted to thank everybody for jumping on. Reason I'm doing this on a Friday, I was going to do this, like I said, been having some throat issues, not feeling too well, so we're a little bit late, but that's fine. That's totally fine. So I was on the Daily Refresh TV show today. I do that like once a week, and I come on with the topic. Somebody usually submits a topic or a question or a dating issue, something like that, where they're really struggling and they need a little bit of insight, and I answer that on either TV or even on the radio. Hits 96, I'm on there as well. The topic that came in was something that I think a lot of people really are experiencing right now. If you're single, during the holidays, this is one of those times when no matter how happy you are with yourself and your progress and your self-love and your relationship with yourself, you can kind of look around and notice, like, hey, my friends are in healthy, happy, fulfilled, committed relationships. They're getting engaged, they're getting married, they're having kids, all this type of stuff. Maybe even your siblings are doing that. And if they're your younger siblings and they're doing this before you, you can kind of be like, dang, maybe I'm a little bit behind. A lot of us are going to be traveling for Christmas in a week or so, and some of us have traveled for Thanksgiving. So maybe this question has already come to you from old Aunt Edna, or maybe it's not family. Maybe it's just a family friend. Maybe it's Becky with the good hair, and she's about to throw that question to you, which is, so why are you single? So why are you still single? So why aren't you in a relationship? So why don't you have a man? So, or why don't you have a girlfriend? You're a good-looking person. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you doing this right? And first of all, that question is hella rude. It really is. I cannot stand questions about your relationship status or why you don't have kids. And I can get into the kids one super quick. A lot of people can't actually have kids. They're just not able to. So to ask somebody why they haven't had kids yet is very, very, very rude. And next time somebody asks that, like, you need to put them in their place. That's not an appropriate question to be asking unless you know those people and that's a topic of conversation that's come up before and they're comfortable. Otherwise, completely leave that out. That is super, super disrespectful. But I was on the show today. I was on the Daily Refresh. Sierra Wagner, she's the host. Fantastic girl, love her to death. And she read the question, which was, what do you do if this time of year you are basically just confronted? You can't dodge it. Like, you're starting to really feel like you're behind in your love life. Like, how do you go about not feeling behind, or how do you go about just not being behind? And I thought that was a really, really good question because so many people are experiencing that right now. Hold on. So many people are experiencing that right now, that very feeling, those questions are about to come. If they've not come, you're at least looking around and, you're having to be asked, do you have someone coming with you to the Christmas party, and you don't? And, you're thinking about it then, or just all these people doing those pajama pictures, the matching Christmas by the Christmas tree, matching pajama pictures, and you're just like, dang, I really would like to have someone to take some matching pajama pictures with. So I get it. I totally get it. But what I told Sierra on TV today, and this is really what I wanted to share with everybody who's dealing and struggling with this, because it is a struggle. It's something that can really put you into a bit of a depression, if I'm being completely honest. It really can. No matter how happy you are in your life, no matter how fulfilled, how crushing of objectives and goals you have, doesn't matter. If you don't have that person to celebrate those wins with every day, at the end of the day, to just be fun and happy with, to come home to, and you guys are like sharing this life experience, sharing the experience of life with, it can wear on you. It really can. So what I told her on TV today was, everybody's journey is completely unique, completely personalized, completely tailored. And that's what makes it beautiful. If everybody was supposed to meet somebody by a certain age, be in a committed relationship by a certain time, be engaged, married, having kids, all this stuff by a certain time, one, it wouldn't be really special. Two, you would be scrambling and scared and paranoid and stressed out that you're gonna make the wrong choice. And I can't tell you how many people I actually know that are like struggling, trying to get in a committed relationship, engaged, married, and have kids by the age of 30. And there's no, like, it doesn't surprise me that one of the growing epidemics in our country is women on anxiety medication. If you are told that you have till 30 to fulfill your innate, socially subjected purpose to have kids, to be married, if you had until 30 to do that, yeah, that's going to put a lot of stress on you. That's going to make you feel really, really nervous and frustrated and almost bitter and resentful, honestly, just because, what if that's not what you want? But also, like, what if you're not supposed to meet that person that you're going to share your life with until you're 33, until you're 43? Who knows? And I think that something that I'm really glad about is people are slowly starting to wake up to the fact that you can have the best years of your life after 30. Like, saying that you have to be locked down and in committed relationships and having kids, before or around the age of 25, man, yeah, anxiety medication, yeah, it's popping off the shelves. Of course, that's going to make you feel a type of way. But something that I'm really enjoying watching is these beautiful young women, instead of starting families early, is instead they're like exploring a deeper relationship with themselves. They're finding talents and nurturing the talents that they have. I have somebody that's watching right now that does some of the most amazing artistic displays in Chattanooga, and I'm just like, how the heck do you do this? And I guarantee if this person was in a lockdown, committed relationship, having kids, Chattanooga would be artistically poorer because of it. But because that is that person's chosen lifestyle, like, that's what they're focusing and dedicating, so many people are being able to reap the benefits of like her talent and what she brings. Like, I think that that's beautiful, and we don't have to rush our young. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't have to rush to be in a relationship. You can build yourself, make yourself something that's unique and fun and deep. And I think that if women will continue doing this, and the older generation, the 45s and ups, if they will stop pressuring the younger women to get into committed relationships and having kids super early, we'll start seeing the divorce rate fall, which it actually is. The divorce rate isn't continuing up anymore. It stopped about 7 years ago. It really did. I don't know if anybody's aware of this, but I think it was like in 2016, the divorce rate stopped increasing, and it's actually like steadied out now. And that has a lot to do with women not getting into committed relationships early on. 2 out of 3 college graduates are women now. So they say a woman that's college educated that is waiting till she's at least 25 to enter that type of relationship, like the divorce rates are going down. Now they do say that the divorced relationships are initiated 80% by women, but we can kind of go into that much later. The fact that we're not pressuring women to make bad choices, and this is for guys too, by the way, I need to say this. This is for guys too. The fact that we're not pressuring young men and young women to settle down into lifestyle dynamics that put a permanence like into their space, like it's gonna make a lot of mistakes not have to happen. It's gonna reduce the amount of divorces. It's gonna reduce the amount of broken families. Like, I am so glad to be in the industry that I'm in, being able to like intentionally focus on the relationship dynamics that are happening and the statistics, and seeing that when we don't force people to settle down early on, like, yeah, great. Now little Billy and little Sue don't have to, grow up in 2 separate families. Just is what it is. I got married. Actually, I met my ex-wife when I was like 16, 17. Got married when I was 24. She was the only person I had ever been with until I was 30. And I remember my mother saying, like, you should really date around. And that my mother is very like progressive in this. Like, you need to experience the world. You need to develop your skills. You need to not lock yourself down to one person just yet. You have a lot to learn. And that relationship went to a point where it couldn't go any further. And I just know that if I had not locked myself down super early, it would have been super beneficial for the both of us. But what I told Sierra on TV today was, yes, everybody's life journey, everybody's relationship journey is supposed to be completely different, unique to them. And when we rush to get into a relationship because we don't want to do life alone, is when we make some of the biggest mistakes of our life. And we do that in the way of lowering our standards by our boundaries just slowly disappearing, because we start qualifying so many people into our life that aren't worthy, that aren't deserving, but also before we are ready for a relationship. So a relationship is one of those things that you don't really have to pre-qualify for to get into, but you will find yourself out of your depth very, very quickly by means of not knowing how to argue, by means of not knowing how to handle money by yourself or as a couple, by means of not being able to structure your lifestyle, like, being responsible and communicating very well, by, all these types of things. Like, I really think that by people waiting just a little bit longer, by not rushing, by not trying to be in relationships because other people are asking, hey, why are you still single? By waiting, by making sure that you are on your way to being the best version of yourself. I don't actually think we can ever be the best version of ourselves, but I think it's a never-ending journey. And the people that get into those relationships super early because that's what society and family and everybody tells us that we need to do, I think it stunts our growth. And I remember when I was probably about 26 and I was still married to my ex. I remember specifically feeling like I had capsulized myself. I was like, holy crap, I don't feel like I can really grow. And I really felt it at age 28. And I was like, there are things about me that I don't enjoy doing that when I was 18, 19, 20, I did, but my partner views me a certain way, and it's very much limiting the way that I'm able to express myself now because, and this is very natural, my partner would be like, well, you never used to do that. And, it makes you feel weird. You're like, well, dang, am I not being sincere and genuine to who I am? Am I not being real? Like, do I need to not do this anymore? So it was difficult. It was difficult to grow and develop. And I think that just by waiting a little bit longer to enter relationships with true intent, you're going to set yourself up for a lot more success. You're not going to contribute to the divorce rate quite so quickly. You're going to allow yourself more time to develop and become a more beautiful human being. Now, of course, one of the great parts about being in a relationship is that your partner gets to kind of watch that happen. But like I said, you're supposed to constantly be evolving and growing and on that journey to self-betterment. So at any point in your life that you find somebody, they will be able to experience that, and you guys will be able to share that together. So everybody that is going into the holidays or going into Christmas this coming week and a half, just know that when that question is asked, a really good response is, my life is not like everybody else's. I'm very, very fascinated with how beautiful it's turning out. And I honestly can't wait to share that with somebody. But right now, I'm enjoying the phase where it's me by myself. And when I do meet somebody, I'm going to have a lot of gifts to give that person. And that is all that I would say. And I think that's a very respectful response. And I'm probably going to leave the person who asked it with their mouth wide open, because I guarantee those people did not bring that to the table. The more time that you spend working on yourself, continuing being a unique individual and nurturing your gifts, the more of a gift you're going to be for that future person that's going to be special in your life. So if this episode is not on Facebook, you will be able to find it on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Brock Olson, the dating expert. If you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. That's where I post Dating Today, which is my podcast. I post dating tutorials, if you will. I post content like this. I'm probably posting 2 to 3 different videos every single day on my YouTube channel. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely do that. Also hit the like button for when this video is uploaded. I really do appreciate that. If you guys have any questions or comments or any topics that you want me to cover whenever I'm doing nighttime tea, just let me know. Everybody's comments, by the way, real quick, hold on. People jumping on, the reason I'm having to drink this so quickly is my throat has really been bothering me. So nighttime tea, this is actually coming in clutch. Everybody who follows me on Facebook, because I am streaming this on Instagram as well. Everybody who follows me on Facebook, thank you so much for joining the conversations and the anonymous advice requests. Those people that are sending those to me are so thankful that there's such an amazing supportive community that is willing to be constructive, sometimes blunt, but still we need to have that opportunity to be very real. The advice that everybody and the support that everybody's offering is amazing, and I love the community that we've been able to build over the last 4 or 5 months. You guys are awesome. Your perspectives are always unique and very appreciated, and the people who are submitting these, thank you for doing that. I know it takes a little bit of bravery, but I'm hoping that you all are enjoying and appreciating everybody else's input, and hoping that you guys are having happy and healthy relationships and that you're able to resolve some of the situations that are put on there. I know some of them are a little bit hot, some of them are a little bit taboo, but everybody handles them extremely well. So just want to say thank you everybody for doing that. Continue doing it. It means a lot to the community, and yeah, you guys are awesome. So I'm gonna jump off here. I heard Diana just get home, so hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I will see you next week. Not sure the topic just yet, but I'll continue posting the anonymous advice requests. And also, anybody that's watching this on YouTube, you can follow me on Facebook. I have a business account and a personal account. Follow me on my personal account. That is where I'm posting all of the anonymous requests. So again, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll be posting these once a week. See you guys later. Bye.